Special thanks to Random Traveler for this video idea. These pictures on screen right here are some shots of Knoebels roller coasters. Knoebels has some very legendary wooden roller coasters, a steel coaster, and a kiddie coaster. That steel coaster is Impulse and costed around 10-ish or below $1 million. It's been a very long time since Impulse opened, and Knoebels has yet to get a new coaster. So today we're going to dive into what options Knoebels could have for their next roller coaster. Alright, so first off, we are going to be starting with the far-fetched category. This is a category where I think it's definitely not completely out of the picture, but I just really doubt it would happen. First up is the Vekoma Thrill Coaster. These coasters cost around $15 million, but that's according to my very reliable source, the internet, so you never know. I mean, I think Knoebels has the space to build this kind of attraction. I definitely think it would really help the park. I just don't really know if Knoebels would be able to pay a price like that for this roller coaster. I also don't know how tall Knoebels is really willing to go with their roller coasters. I know that Impulse is their second tallest coaster. Twister is their only coaster to go over 100 feet, I'm pretty sure. So, yeah, I'd be very interested if they would choose to build one of these. I'd be very interested to see what it would be like. I just don't think the price is... I don't think Knoebels is willing to pay this much for a coaster going to a park like this. You never know, though. It's definitely possible. Maybe Knoebels could surprise us, but I definitely think this is the most far-fetched on this list. Next up is the Vekoma Family Suspended Coaster, which is very similar price to their Thrill Coaster. I definitely think this would be a good fit for Knoebels, except for the fact that the price is very similar to the Thrill Coaster. And we already mentioned that I don't know if Knoebels would be willing to pay this much money, especially now that we're talking about a family coaster. This would be a perfect fit for Knoebels. The price is still just, I don't know about the price. I mean, Knoebels isn't known to spend a ton of money on rides, especially since they're a family-owned park. I mean, they spend, less than $10 million probably on Impulse, around there. So, yeah, the price is just questionable. First, for the middle ground, is a multi-million, multi-pass, intimate, multi-launch roller coaster. Just kidding, there is no middle ground category because all the rest of these coasters are very much possible. Thank you for your patience, and I'm sorry I had to do you dirty like that. First up, we have a very interesting choice and a very possible one at that, and that is a Chance Rides Hyper GTX. Now, these rides cost around $7 million, so for Knoebels, that is right around the price range that Impulse was, and you're getting a way better ride as a result. So, this is a very possible thing that I could see happening, and man, this would make Knoebels such a great park. It already is a great park, but this would make it a top-notch must-visit park. If you ever visit PA to go to a theme park, this would make Knoebels a must-do. I mean, these rides, Chance Rides, knocked it out of the park with Lightning Run, and they're opening another one this year, so if Knoebels would get one of these, oh my gosh. I mean, the price is in range, and the plot of land is slim. It has some pretty decent capacity, and as far as I know, they're pretty reliable. A Wild Mouse would also be an amazing fit for Knoebels because it doesn't take up that much land. It can be for the whole family, and they are very, very cheap. Most Wild Mouses are under $1 million, according to the internet. So I think I would definitely see this possible for Knoebels, especially since there are rumors that Hershey has theirs on the market. So, this is definitely a very good fit for Knoebels. Next up, believe it or not, is an RMC Raptor. Yeah, I said it. RMC Raptors are rumored to be less than $15 million, so it's pretty expensive for Knoebels' budget. Well, at least what they've done in the past. But if they were able to make a bigger investment, I think this would be an awesome fit. This is kind of the same as the Hyper GTX. It would make the park a must visit. It would give them a new number one attraction, yes, even better than Phoenix, and it would give them more of a attention, especially with this ride, because Hershey does not have a single rail or any other park in PA. I also think that this is a more fast-paced, breakneck, intense coaster, unlike a lot of other coasters in Knoebels' lineup. Also, as I said about Lightning Run, these coasters do not take up a lot of space at all, so this would be an excellent fit. Next up, we have the traditional Vekoma family coaster. So these are roller coasters like Roller Skater, Flight of the Hippogriff, or Woodstock Express at Cedar Point. And I think this is a great fit because Knoebels has a very kitty coaster. I mean, very small coaster, and this would be a kind of upscale kiddie coaster without being too similar and without being too crazy for the young ones. And of course, these rides are definitely not that overpriced, and they don't take up that much plot of land, so Knoebels could definitely find a way to plop this thing in there and give children another kids junior coaster to ride without having to wait to ride Flying Turns or Black Diamond. So I think this is a great pick for the park, at least in my opinion, and I think this is a very reasonable choice for what they could pick next. And last but not least is the coaster that I think Knoebels will be adding next, and this is a Gravity Group family coaster. Now, these coasters only cost around $5 million, so it's definitely in Knoebels' price range. Also, this is a step up from the kids' attraction, Cosmos Curves, like I said before with the past coaster, except a bit taller, but it's shorter than Phoenix. I remember as a kid going to Knoebels, I would always ride Cosmos Curves, but I was too scared to ride the larger coasters. This is a wooded coaster that kids will probably not be scared of. I mean, if Sesame Place added one and it doesn't scare kids, then Knoebels probably won't either. I mean, honestly, this ride provides a fun ride experience. It gives tons of airtime, laterals, and all that stuff, and it's a coaster that kids can enjoy and adults. So it's for all audiences, and it's within their budget range, and it's just, oh my gosh, it's a perfect step up from little kids, Cosmos Curves, to Black Diamond, Phoenix, etc. So I definitely think this will be the coaster that Knoebels will be adding next. Thank you so much for watching and for all the support on the channel lately, and I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. Bye.